What is up, guys? Welcome to Boomer Base. Got to do that big enthusiastic intro because we got a special guest back today. I'm one of your hosts, Ben. Say hello, Jake. Welcome back.
Hello. Oh, I'm sorry. I literally picked the worst time to start rearranging my desk.
And it man's just chucking his furniture all
yeah,
over his room. So today we're here for Retrospective. Jake's back once again to talk about some groovy films. So if you're new to Retrospective, what it's about is we sit and we watch films we used to love as like kids, teenagers, and things, and we look through them with a newer lens, an analytical lens, if you like, and decide whether nostalgia is making this film we remember as being good in its shit. Wow, that explanation was just great.
Top notch.
It was so good. We essentially see if the film's shit or not.
Yeah.
And today we're watching, pretty much. We watched Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Jake, tell me your initial thoughts. How was Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs before you rewatched it? How did you think about it?
I remember the film, like obviously before today, I remembered it being, you know, an enjoyable, turn your brain off kids film. You know, it's not, you know, but obviously
I'm
again
nodding
before
at you
today.
as if you can hear me, but yeah.
Just
nod in silence.
It was, yeah, as I said, I remember it being, you know, just doesn't matter. It's just a, you know, it's Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. You know,
Feel
it
good
doesn't
imagination.
Exactly scream, philosophy or whatever. But yeah, this after rewatching it, oh boy,
it's certainly a film.
Yeah, there are some points to be made.
I mean, for me, but like we've shared a love for the film with the leak in the boat meme from the number 2. You know, we love the there's a leak in the boat.
There's a leak in the boat.
You know,
it's a classic.
Cloudy with Chance of Meatballs is just easy watching. It's fun. It's imaginative. It's cool. Going back to today, it was still all those things, but I got a few more gripes and a few more bits that now that I'm really paying attention to everything, which is absolutely fine. But yeah, we'll crack on with this. I think we both, from the sounds of it, we both liked it, and we both still kind of like it, or at least like it. But you know,
we
picked up some more.
Happily watch it again, but there are some kind of undertones to the film that I
just didn't picked
up more. I picked up on more now than I did when I was a kid.
Holy
that
fuck,
I'm a bit more questionable about.
Yeah, it's a dark film. Like, so my first note I thought was a note, but it's just the title saying Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I was like, damn, what does that mean? First off, I love the spray-on shoe idea. Like, it's genius. That kid at that age, wow, he is intelligent.
Oh yeah, bro. Like he's genius level of like
Giga brain mode.
Yeah, like you know, I'm surprised that it came from a kids' film as well. Like somebody wrote that and actually came up with that idea.
Yeah, I think.
But obviously, it's not like a real life.
It's based on there's a book for this film, and this film takes a slightly different approach to it. I don't know the differences with it, but I know that there was a book version of it. To what degree, I don't know. And in the beginning, I don't know if that's Baby Brett that says it, but there's just a fat kid in the back that's just like, he wants to be smart. That's lame. And I was just like, cool.
Yeah,
motherfucker, holding Flint back from day one.
Yeah. He's a character.
He is certainly a character.
Yeah, it was weird.
He's just weird. Yeah,
he's a fucking weird little kid.
He is.
But yeah, the first note that I kind of wrote down that I thought was actually like kind of worth noting was the fact that his dad kind of like cares but doesn't care at the same time.
It's a weird family dynamic.
I wrote down obviously Flint's dad forcing him to work at the tackle shop when he very clearly doesn't want to.
Like, mate, just 2 add 2 equal 5 dreams. Like,
it's
like I put his fucking mum melts my heart. Loving him for him, letting him be him, love it. Top quality. His dad, fucking asshole. He's told you he does not understand fucking fish analogies, but what do? You keep talking in fish analogies. Stop it.
Yeah, bro, for like what was it, like 10, 15 years or whatever? He said there was 10 years between his mum dying.
Yeah.
yeah. And can you imagine just that long of just garbage, you know, fishing metaphors that you just don't get? It would be torture.
It'd be horrible, especially just just doing part-time work, being like, you're suppressing me, Dad. And like that's one of the slightly darker elements to this film when you like start to look at it. Like the family dynamic between his dad and the son is just like not good until the end, which is nice and things. But like my note that comes after that is just like, hold up, let's talk about the inventions here. Like this man made a remote controlled television at a young age, which nearly worked. A hair-on boulder, which is very cool in itself, and could like what I'm getting at is all these things. If he had somewhere where he actually could have developed, Flint Lockwood could have been insane. Like a flying car that sadly didn't fly, then a monkey thought translator, rat birds, like all these things could have had so much potential with like
that. The Ratbird one, I'm just going to jump in. The Ratbird one was a flop. I do not understand what he was thinking with that one. Even in the film, he kind of just goes, "Yeah, Ratbirds,
Ratbirds, yeah.
Like,
Just wanted to do something.
Who's excited? Yeah, it's like, bro, even you know this one isn't a good one.
You're fucked up, pal. His imagination just runs wild, and it's just like not that it would need to be suppressed, but tamed almost. Like if he worked in like an actual lab in like a bigger city, he could have just done pieces like that.
Yeah,
boulder, great.
Kind of like just more like channeled.
Yeah,
I think tamed is if it could have just been put into a better output and put his thoughts into and for sure he could have been just an absolute mad genius.
But unfortunately, he was stuck in a town that was under the letter A. What a fucking shit place to live.
Mm-hmm.
Like a place that's known for sardines. You're eating sardines day in, day out. Like what a fucking travesty.
Yeah. Also, one thing I did note, like if they are only eating sardines, how is baby Brent so big? How many sardines does that kid eat?
He's a lot of sardines, bro. He's
like I get he's like the poster boy. But yeah, that shit
look gross. But I love the way the Flint talks, man. Just like engage coffee break.
That whole scene, like that I don't even know what you call it, but yeah, the sequence was phenomenal.
Yeah, he just talks like that all throughout the film with some bits, and I'm just like, this is just cool. It's funny and it's hilarious. Uploading cool machine voice. And he just literally my note below that says literally love Flint Lockwood and just.
Oh yeah, he's such a lovable like. You can't even call him a lovable idiot because he's not an idiot.
No, he's just crazy and is like. That's what I meant by like the tamed. It's not kind of like trolled. His brain just run wild. If he wants to suddenly just make rat birds, he'll make rat birds. It won't go well, but he'll make rat birds. And I just hate that the whole town hates him at the beginning.
Yeah, it does kind of suck, but after so many failed attempts, you've got to kind of. It's obviously not his fault. Like it is fully dependent on his surroundings, the people that are around him. Mainly his dad.
Fucking dad.
Yeah, it should have been handled way better.
Yeah, my note for that part literally to correspond with that literally says like, why didn't his dad be like, I could use this machine if you could whip up something for the shop,
Yeah.
And he could have just poured his fucking heart and soul into making cool machines for the tackle shop to just do cool shit, automatic fisherer or something,
instant the fish fisherer,
the supersonic magnet sardine enhancement grabber and things, it could have done stuff like that and it could have just been cool, and maybe he could have bonded a bit more with the fishy side with his dad. But no, his dad was like, mate, you gotta come work at the fucking fish tackle shop and churn up some chum.
Oh god, like watching that happen, like I don't know when it happens in the film specifically, but when he's just like churning that fucking chum into the bucket,
yeah, I know.
It looks disgusting, bro.
It is grim, not very nice at all. Cop and Cal, they are the next best characters.
Best, in my opinion, Earl is the best character.
Yep,
like hands down. Like he's so sick. Yeah, the way he runs, and just the way he speaks as well. Just everything about him, I just love.
Flint Lockwood.
Just I still like from the first time I watched this, I still just yell Flint Lockwood. Just, whenever it pops into my mind.
Flint Lockwood without saying it in his voice.
Flint Lockwood.
Flint Lockwood. I got my eye on you.
Yeah, the whole sequence with the contact lens. It's like this contact lens represents you, and my eye represents my eye, because I got my eye on you. It was so good.
He just
Honestly, I was
backflips everywhere.
every time he was on the screen, I was laughing.
Yeah,
Like that's kind of like what almost like distracts you. Like that's the childish bit about the film. That's what makes it a kids film. It distracts you from the other, you know, kind of under the rug.
the shit below the fan.
Yeah, it's characters like him that kind of, well, yeah, they're there for the kids, and then obviously the slightly more grown up topics are dealt with through Flint and Sam.
Exactly, and I like.
Yeah.
I think Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, who were the directors of this film, but they've wrote a lot of other films. They did things like the Lego Movie, which they also directed. They directed 21 and 22 Jump Street, maybe, I think.
Oh, mad.
They've been part of, like, they wrote the Spider-Verse film and Across the Spider-Verse and things, and they're writing the Beyond the Spider-Verse. So, to be honest, they're pretty, like, clean cut and dry when it comes to animated films as a whole, as they've been producers on some really, like, good films as well. Like, Smallfoot was kind of cool. Mitchell's and the versus the Machines was god tier and stuff. Like, I can't deny that at all. But we'll get back off the people who we don't care about who wrote the film. God damn it, we're talking about the film. You know,
Exactly.
next point is baby fucking Brent is just a fucking weird guy. Like, why is he still just stripping to a diaper as like an adult? What's wrong with you?
Again, kind of goes back to the whole, you know, surrounding situation. Like, you know, you are a product of your environment. He was coddled from a young age as the poster boy for sardines or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
so it's just completely gone to his head, and he, like, you know, he has a mental breakdown at the end of the film. He's like, I don't know who I am anymore.
I don't know who I am. I'm a fucking chicken
Yeah,
Brent.
like, exactly. Like, the kid is very clearly just not mentally stable, but no one cared because the mayor was just fucking using him.
Isn't it? The mayor's just a fucking prick. Absolute
Yeah, the mayor
prick.
was. At the beginning, after I wrote down that the Earl was the best character, I wrote down that at the start, the dad and the mayor are the worst characters. Like, I do not like either of them. Obviously, by the end, the dad kind of has his, you know,
warms up a little bit, and he's a bit better in
yeah,
the
yeah,
second film as well.
yeah, but yeah, just at the start, he's just the worst.
The mayor is definitely one of the, I'd say, like, underrated, like, animated villains that just kind of like sweep below the radar for just being like an actual just fucking prick.
Yeah,
Just manipulates to get what he wants and doesn't care who and what he hurts. Like, he fucking basically destroyed the entire town. Could have, if it was a more graphic kids film, or animated film, sorry, he probably would have got a butt ton of people killed. Like, that food avalanche would have swiped the town out.
Oh yeah, bro. It genuinely, like, and I thought about that when it was happening as well, because just briefly someone yells, "Oh, is everyone okay?" And they all just go, "Yep, no one's hurt, no one died." I was like, "Fuck off, no."
You would have died.
There's not a fucking chance that every single person made it out of there with not a scratch on them.
And it's just not
It's
okay.
like, come on. Oh,
But
yeah.
what's my next?
Fire away. My next point was kind of going back to Flint and his dad. I know we've kind of really covered that one already, but Flint throughout the film kind of tries, and you can see he tries, because like when he first comes into the shop after his, you know, whatever rocket,
the Simpsons movie,
the flip, yeah, that ends up in the atmosphere, and he goes into the shop, and he's just like, oh, you know, do you want to come see how it works in my lab, and you know, I can show you around, you can order some food or whatever. And he just goes, no, I don't want to do that. I was like, what? Why don't you want to try to connect with your son?
The man's trying.
Like, that's just pissing me off, bro. It's like he's literally holding his hand out, and you've just like slapped it away. Like, what?
Just not cool at all. Not cool. That was actually one of my, like, I got a few points before that bit, but that's one of the points I wrote. Like, just prior to that, I wrote about the Earl's chest hairs tingling. for the Flint
Yeah,
Lockwood
he's
activator.
got his own like spidey sense. Yeah.
Which is just funny. And then when Sam starts talking about the untied shoe epidemic, where the fuck did that come from? Where is this untied shoe epidemic?
Yeah. No, I genuinely think, like, no joke, I think that was an actual thing.
No fucking way. That's
I
because
think
it's
it was. Like, I genuinely think it was. Um, Obviously, that's kind of, is that not where Velcro came from?
oh, I don't know. Maybe, or it could be on to fucking someone here.
Yeah, we're
Mythbusters,
uncovering stuff.
B Tech Biffbusters, Biff. Yeah, we're fuck Mythbusters. We're Biffbusters. Wow, I'm gaining more of a lisp every time I say it. The Biffbusters. But the whole fucking turnaround scene where everyone was just like turning around, being like, and then that one dude just rips his beard off.
Yeah, and then the rat bird at the end just
in it. But like
Yeah.
the fliz is like actually just an insane idea. It's just that whole sort of controlled thing again. Like imagine just fucking food raining from the sky. Imagine just inputting something and it just rains. You could cure like world hunger with that. Like it's an absolute,
yeah, fully.
It's crazy, and it's sad that like the film has to have like a jokey effect for it because it could have just been like you could have had like every man and his mum like anime style where it's like all the other protagonists are after the main character. Could have just been like CIA, the government being like shit, this man could cure world hunger and stuff, and it's just
Yeah, just all of a sudden turns into like some spy thriller film with Flint Lockwood as
It would
like
be great.
the antagonist for some reason.
I would honestly take like a 12-episode TV show of just like Earl and his antics.
Oh, bro, I'd watch the crap out of that. It would be so good. Just like every other 5 minutes is just him chasing after Flint Lockwood. And then like just him catching some random jaywalker or just doing general police stuff.
Doing
and then his
backflips
chest
back
has tingle. Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like, oh, Flint Lockwood's doing something again. I gotta go.
Oh, just so good. Like I love how there's just this sort of we don't really know other than sort of like this weird coffee addict sugar rush thing that Steve has, where it's just like we both know how you get around gummy bears, which then plays a part towards the end of the film. But I love just how he just like talks to Steve as if he's just like fine, and it's kind of sad in the same way that he doesn't really have many friends other than a talking monkey. That
Well, yeah, that's kind of his only friend.
yeah, it's
Like
just it's
Steve is his only.
it's sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
Like
Yeah.
you know, and I literally
And he can't even communicate with him either.
I know,
but he
it's
just
just-
he just pulls random like thoughts and words what Steve's is saying, and then just kind of
goes with it.
talks to himself. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like when Steve is he's analyzing the hot dog, and Steve like puts his hand in the mustard or whatever, and he just goes yellow,
yellow,
and then Flint's just like, yes, the dangerometer is in yellow. I agree. It's like that's very clearly not what he was saying, but
Steve,
I'm
the
glad you've
hero.
kind of taken it there. Yeah.
Like, because I said the word like sad. My next point literally says it's like it's sad that the mayor now wants to exploit Flint just because he's like done something good now. Like he's just it's that whole sort of slimy demeanor that I fucking hate. But I was like, God damn, the mayor's getting fucking fat. I didn't realize how fat he got so quickly.
Bro, he is chunky.
He gets buffaloed. And again, like Flint then makes another cool thing that out of sight and just flings it to the same destination every time, which is insane.
Yeah, it's mad accurate.
Like
it's crazy.
Like because I put like for someone so smart, he really just like loses himself in like being involved with like all his inventions. But then it's also kind of sad how like he loses himself further with like this appreciation and love from just like the community, which just like helps him not see how bad this can get.
It fully went straight to his ego and didn't like no one was there to kind of mediate it, if that is the right word, or if I'm even using that word correctly.
Is the right word.
Like no one. I mean, Sam tried, but I don't think there was enough of a connection.
But Sam's a nerd.
Sam is a nerd.
Yeah,
fucking imagine wearing glasses and
having a fucking scrunchie. God damn.
Yeah, I know. It's made of Jello as well. That's got to be so sticky.
Ain't it?
Imagine that in your hair.
But I tell you what, I could imagine though a pizza stuffed inside a turkey and the whole thing deep fried in chocolate.
Oh,
my words.
I mean, the chocolate wouldn't be good.
No, my words that come after that are just literally Jesus Christ.
Thing is, though, like I could picture that like being a very real, like kind of quote unquote recipe in America.
Minus
Like,
the
I can
deep
picture
fried
it.
in chocolate. If just deep
Yeah,
fried, I
yeah.
can picture just turkey stuffed pizza. Like that probably just like turkey would probably just work on pizza quite fine, and then just deep fried would be crispy.
Yeah.
But in chocolate, no, that's
Nah.
some
It's like when
rancid
people
shit.
fry Mars bars. Ugh.
No,
Like fried Mars bars are gross, and if you enjoy them, you're a psychopath and you deserve to be locked up.
in it. There
Anyway.
was one of 2 points that nearly made me cry again in this film, and it always just randomly gets me for some reason. Like not like cry. It just makes me feel very emotional when he's just
Yeah.
like Flint literally has never had a snowball fight, and that's just so sad. He doesn't know how to play, and just up until
Oh, yeah.
that bit, I just suddenly get welled with emotion until he just starts going like Giga Cyborg Snowball Fighter Extreme
Yeah,
mode. Just starts like like throwing snowballs at kids.
Then he like breaks into someone's house and keeps throwing snowballs.
Just untamed.
But like they're okay with it.
In it,
It's like he absolutely annihilates everybody in the house with a snowball, and then they're just like, it's filled with snowballs. Let's go have some fun. It's like, no, if a man broke into your house and threw ice cream at you, you'd be livid.
just breaking into your house bad enough. Again, fucking snowballed. Getting beat by snowballs in your own house would be just
Exactly. Yeah.
that's the way to go. Like, but then on the flip side, Flint literally next just does this super cool above, all the green flag man bit of just making this jello castle by fucking molds that he made himself just for a girl he met for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's borderline creepy.
Yep.
Like, because of it, like, she is just this random girl that he just kind of falls way too hard for, and latches onto one thing that she said, and then goes way over the top with it. But luckily, she was kind of, she was all right with it.
Luckily, she's a nerd, so she'll like it.
Yeah, she's one for the small things, even though it was a very big thing.
The fucking Four Eyes song, man, with her getting taken the piss out of Four Eyes. I started howling way too loudly there.
Bro, it's so funny. It's just the way the comment that she made. It was just like, oh, it was this horrible song, and it didn't even rhyme or make any sense.
And then Flint's just laughing in the background.
Yeah.
Because, like, when I did the Monsters Inc. one with Maddie, like, Monsters Inc. isn't a film that I picture that I would laugh out loud with. But there's a point in it where like Mike gets like rolled into the dustbin and gets like the book in his mouth, and I nearly fucking wet myself. I did not expect to just start laughing that badly at it. But I love just watching animated films where like, because I don't feel like I'm someone that always laughs out loud. I sometimes find humor a bit difficult, or I find only a specific type of humor difficult. Or in terms of like I laugh, but I don't find myself laughing out loud a lot. I always feel nice when I like find something that just literally forces a laugh out of me in some way, which
Gives you
is
a good
nice.
chuckle.
Gives me a good old fucking chuckle.
Other than the occasional hard exhale out of the nose, just a like you
funny.
get those all the time. Like most, I'm gonna say like most comedies nowadays force humor too much, and you just get the that was kind of funny, but like
cool.
It wasn't like laugh out loud actual funny. It was just like I kind of see the joke there. But yeah, these older kind of kids films that when you rewatch them as adults do actually make you laugh out loud, just because they are ridiculous, and you kind of go back to thinking like, how did I miss that as a child?
Yeah, and then they just we go straight from a Four Eyes song that had me howling to just the fucking memorable kiss scene that's just hilarious as well. And it's just like, what?
Hi, bro, like puffing his cheeks up. He's ready.
Man was the puff daddy to the literal, ready to bust a raspberry on her face real quick.
It was not. I love how like she opens her eyes and just goes, "Oh, all right."
She's like just trying to like work herself around it.
It's like, how do I get in
get
there?
it?
And then obviously the
Fucking
ringtone that comes up.
Literally, I put the fucking mare. God damn it!
Yeah.
And it's just straight onto restaurant with no roofs. Actually, just a fucking genius idea when you have food that falls.
Oh yeah, like obviously, I thought you were just going to stop that there and just say, yeah, it was a genius idea. I was like, no, it very clearly works in this film. But yeah, Yeah, genius idea. However, on the flip side, it annoyed me how accurate the food was falling onto the plates.
I know it doesn't make any sense, but I can't start
No.
doing that. Like, otherwise, we'll have to do like a 50-minute video analyzing just the
Oh yeah, just
the,
every
phys-
scene.
the,
It's like,
the
this doesn't
physics
make any sense.
of Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. But God, the dad was a fucking prick again. Just in this restaurant scene, he was just a fucking asshole. Like, what a fucking butthole. Literally, I got no words other than butthole until I get to my bit where I'm like, oh, I'm warming up to the dad now.
Yeah, just had every opportunity to just go, look, yeah, I am proud of what you've done. Now let's take that and kind of control it and put it into an appropriate manner, as opposed to just going, this is wrong. You should stop this. Turn it off. Yeah, just
preaching like a crazy man. The world's
like,
gonna end. The food should be falling out of the sky. Whoa.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, this isn't natural or good for anyone. It's like, come on, man. Like, the only reason he's doing it is because you clearly didn't pay enough attention to him as a kid.
Your wife died and you just basically were like, damn, the thing that my son loved probably the most and the person that he loved the most is dead. I'm just going to ignore you now. Come join the fish tackle shop. Yeah. And then it just...
It's like, you can join my dreams, because that's what every kid wants.
Yep. Come join the fish tackle shop when you're someone that's far too intelligent and likes doing everything that doesn't involve fish.
Yep.
Good parenting, Dad. Good parenting. And it just busts straight onto just a super fat mare on a scooter. And my comment says, how the fuck does he drive this? Because he's never touching the handlebars.
Yeah, it doesn't touch the handlebars, and his feet stick out at the end as well.
How is he driving?
If there are pedals, like you know,
does he use his like belly fat to like just?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just all momentum. He just swings and then just kind of rolls.
Ooh, and just the mare fucking deep throating that hot dog.
Oh, bro, actual throat goat.
Guzzles like an arm's length worth of the hot dog in one go, and he
just absolutely takes it in one like a fucking champ. Like, not only just like the sausage, but like the bun as well.
The bun and all.
Like the whole thing.
The whole thing. Like, it's so weird because it's like he's not fat before this, and he has access to just food, but just suddenly raining food just makes him start. I don't know. It did something weird to the mayor in like a very weird way, and I wish it was slightly explained more because he's not fat or obese or anything before that with access to food.
No, because it briefly, I think it was like one line. He goes on about. It's like everything is better when it's bigger. He's like, oh yeah, bigger is better, and he takes that mentality to the extreme, and he makes himself bigger, like physically, as opposed to trying to take the town to another level,
to a whole other level.
Like as a mayor, yeah, like he does say like bigger is better.
Yeah, and that's another
a few times, but yeah, he took that way too far,
way too extreme. Like, that's another like darker side of the film because we get like a whole binge eater thing, and then just like not recovering from binge eating and just progressively getting worse without any like thought for others, and like you get a bit more arsey. Like a lot of super crazy heavyweight people like start to get very arsey with things as well. It's like I think something happens in your brain where you start becoming like it.
Yeah, something to do with nutrients or
chemicals
or whatever. Yeah,
shit like that.
Too much processed food. Be a vegan.
Yeah, you know, I put the nacho cheese hot spring is kind of cool, but also just like kind of gross.
It's fucking it's disgusting. Imagine
if you had your own personalized one, I'd sit in it.
If you had a personal one, then maybe I could understand it. But the fact that it's public and the guy like eats out of it. Imagine, bro, some fucking dusty ass 90-year-old gets in there, and you're just going, "I'll put this on my nachos."
My nachos. In it.
But then again, you know there are those people out there that buy bathwater, so you know, can't judge too much.
I could give some great bathwater. The spicy bubble edition.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it. We're not going into that.
Extra pigmentation. But
yeah, if we get 1 billion likes on this video,
if I get 14 likes on this, I'll try sell bathwater. That's
disgusting.
The spaghetti tornado though.
You know what? Like I guess 2009 isn't like super old for animated films, but it looks really good.
It holds up really good. It looks clean and crisp.
It's very well animated, and it was when the spaghetti tornado kind of came in that I kind of realized I was like, you know what? the animation is actually pretty good in this film.
It's really fucking good. Like one of my
Yeah.
friends, Jono, because I've started getting into sort of some 4K things because I want to try watch things in like real good quality now. He said
Mm.
apparently like animated films in 4K are like really fucking cool to watch. They look so clean and crisp, and I was like, damn.
Right.
Like, so if I ever see Cloudy with a chance of meatballs, it'll just be one I get. The Mount Leftovers thing is crazy though. Like,
Yeah.
that
Also,
food must
like,
be yak, but it seems that no food goes off. So I don't know if that's a
yeah,
weird
that's
like.
what I was about to say. Like, there's no like mold or like expiry date. So has he kind of
Just
also invented food that doesn't go out of
yeah, just
date?
fixed
Like,
food.
just as a byproduct? Yeah,
It's
like.
just like it's bonkers. Like the entire worldscape and the land and just the buildings, all the food, it just all looks cool. It's crazy imaginative, it's crazy colourful, and like I love it.
Speaking of the landscape, one thing going back to it that annoyed me, where you know when he builds the Jello castle,
Mm.
where is that on the island? Like, because around it is just nice fields, open area, green everywhere. Like, you're led to believe at the beginning of this film that the entire island is a grey, lifeless, just crap island in the middle of nowhere. But then all of a sudden, like, there's this huge empty green field with flowers and trees everywhere. It's like, what? Hello?
Pass.
Where did this come from?
Phone a friend. I got no clue. I'm sorry, but yeah, I agree. It was very just like out of the blue, and then we literally start getting on to just Sam. You look like a nerd. Sam will look a little more appealing when she comes back,
that's
and it's just like, whoa, this movie went straight to like a tectonic level of just like, what the fuck? Like, you don't notice
yeah,
that when you're watching. You kind of maybe think that, oh, it's a bit dickish, but like as an adult now, it's like, what the fuck? You can't just.
yeah, it's
How
extremely up there in not okay.
this man's on
Um,
public television basically just being like, you need to dress better. You look like a
it's
fucking
like
nerd.
it's like we can't put you on TV until you look good. It's like, oh, God's sake. So I get it. Like there was that old saying. It's like, oh, you've got a face for radio. It's like,
But
yeah,
no,
you can't say that.
yeah.
It's
You
like,
just
you
can't.
cannot.
You can't say it. And then we literally just go straight to one of the other scenes that I laughed far too hard at again was the fucking food coma bit. I had a food coma in my head then for a second. Just God fucking damn it! It was just. I've had such a brain fart. I can't. Oh, Cal, that's his name. God fucking damn it! I got there
Cal,
eventually.
yeah.
Like, is his name Manny? I actually forgot what his name is now.
Yeah, Manny.
Manny. He's just like they're like, I need a doctor, and he's like, I'm a doctor.
It's like, I am a doctor.
I am a
It's
doctor.
like,
Pulls out a fucking
really?
stethoscope, starts filling up his goat, and he's like, he's in a food coma. It's like, damn, I don't think you could even tell that with a fucking stethoscope as a doctor anyway. You
It's like,
felt
you know what stethoscopes are used for, right?
you felt his coat, and he's like, I need some celery. Snaps the celery as if it's smelling salt, and he wakes up, just pukes, and I'm just like, literal genius. Like, that's just such a clever scene to just make it funny. Just,
And that is one of also the worst parts of the film as well, because like his Cal's dad Earl kisses him after he's been sick, and then you see like the remnants on his lips. I wanted to die. I was like,
no, it was
but
nasty.
on the flip side, it does show how much
He
Earl loves his
cares.
kid.
With the whole
Like,
birthday thing, he was, he doesn't like Flint at this point. He's coming to him, he's like, look, I want to do something nice for my son to show that I care. And I was like, oh, you fucking softy.
but also on the flip side to that, he is very much manipulating Flint as well by saying, "Oh, I thought you would understand. Like, you wanted the love from your father." It's like, oh, you can't do that to him.
I know it's weird. Even
Like,
watching, like, I thought that in the scene. I was like, damn, I actually don't know whether to know whether, like, that's just him genuinely being manipulative or if he's just saying that and he means, like, no ill will to it at all.
to me, it came across as manipulative, whether or not it was intended. But that's how I took it.
Oh, it's just so weird. And then we literally come to another scene. I think there was only two, but this was the other scene that made me just very emotional randomly, where he's just in the fucking trash can. He's just like, I'm just a piece of junk, so I threw myself away. I was like,
Oh,
my
yeah.
fucking God, that's so sad.
It's like, this is trash, and I'm trash.
Like, if his dad hadn't come along, how long would he have been in there? Like, would he have just got hungry and got out, or would he have just stayed there?
Well, I think after it's kind of like a mini tantrum that he's thrown because again, like there's very clearly no like emotional maturity in Flint at all.
Nope.
Um, he's just thrown a tantrum, got in a bin, and then just gone me me me.
Twish.
Life, yeah, life hasn't gone my way. Wow, wow, wow. But then at the same time, like I get it.
I fucked up the neighborhood, and then he literally
Yeah.
just gets his sprit back on. Is back into them spy action things where he's just like flying car with wings.
It's like flying car 2.0 now with wings. It's like how did you make a car without wings that was supposed to fly in the first place?
It's just genius. And then literally like he starts to pick up himself, and then we get into the weird sort of just like the world's fucking falling apart, and I got macaroni on my head with a giant piece of pasta flying around, just moseying on. Then the fucking other bit that caught me off guard so much with the fucking a man broke in and stole a TV, and then the TV went in and stole a man, and I just started howling. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" It was just like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And why? This bothered me so much. I put it 3 times. I copied and pasted it 3 times. Why is Brent's chest hair so fucking curly and white?
Yeah, it's disgusting. And when he's in like the car, like when they're flying, like you see his chest jiggle, and like and the whole thing is just
They didn't
gross.
need to animate that at all.
They could have just covered it up.
Oh, fuck.
But it again plays back into that point. Like no one in that town is emotionally mature at all, or at least like the main people from the town, like Flint and then Brent and then kind of the mayor to an extent as well. Yeah, just nothing was regulated at all, and he still acts like a spoiled child because that's why he comes along. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna come as well because I've got nothing bad to do." He's like, "Oh,
and I need to
right."
find myself. And then we get to one of the cooler parts of the film with fucking Earl and his wife fucking beating the shit out of food and just doing a crazy action sequence that just went way too hard for Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. It was great. I loved it.
I'm sure you noticed, but probably didn't write it down. But when he jumps through the nacho that's landed, it forms a T, like through the nacho.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Mr. T voices him. So
that's fucking cool.
I'm assuming they did that on purpose. But
most likely, so.
Just a T shape through a fallen nacho that he's made. I thought that was really funny.
In it, and when they're carrying the fucking sandwich and oh god, I'm trying not to burp. The kid's just like legs are running. Oh no, but I've struggled with burp. It's not coming up, and he's just like running, but he's not touching the floor. And that was another thing that just caught me off guard. I just started howling again. I was just like, "What the fuck?" Because like it went to the perspective of like all of them before you saw anything below the waist. And I was like, "Damn!" And then it didn't click with me, and then it just panned out, and I was like, "Wait, what the fuck?"
It's like, why
are you running?
Also, that's some great like grip strength from
however
how old he is. Like, yeah, he's just fucking holding on. Well, they toast it as well, so it's like he's holding them to toast. Bread. Yeah, that's mad for a child to just be hanging on and running his little feet in the air,
going for it. It is so weirdly adorable how bad Flint's dad is with computers, though.
Oh god, that whole scene just like I get it, like haha, old people aren't good with technology, but fuck me, was it so annoying.
But I love that Flint never just started moaning at him. He didn't get horrible or nasty or being like, "How do you not know this?" He was just like, "You need to do this, Dad. Calm down."
Yeah, he kind of trusted the fact that common sense would take over, but then also just failed to realize that it just was never going to happen.
When he tracks the mouse on the fucking screen.
And it's like, no, do it across the desktop, and he just clears the entire desk. It's like, nothing happened, it didn't work.
I do love how cool the fucking like big puffball of food was, and how it just suddenly... Fuck Brent, they could have just cleared that place out real quickly, but we had to have a mini side quest towards the end. Where
Brent had to find himself.
He had to find himself and become Chicken Brent, where I've literally wrote, why is Chicken Brent so good at martial arts?
Yeah, it was so weird.
Like, he was just like busting moves.
All of a sudden, just a kung fu master, just like beating up 50 chickens.
In it, he was holding them off for his life, and then literally my other note afterwards is just like, all ended lovely and nice. I like that. That's what I need. All good.
Yeah,
we had a cool blow up kiss of just both double doing it,
yeah.
all sweet and
That
cute.
that was my last note. I just put the weird kissing came back.
It came back. But you know, she accepted herself as a nerd because I had that. We've actually not talked about it. To be fair, she had that whole trope of like pretending that she's not super smart and things, and trying to act dumb because she doesn't get her anywhere. And it's just like things like that, coupled with a lot of other stuff we spoke about, is like the weird sort of semi-darker element to this film that you don't pick up on until you're older. And I think it impacts the film a lot. It doesn't detract from it at all for me, but it just changes how I see Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs now in a slightly good way. Like it's cool that you can fit those types of things in a kids film where it's still pick upable for adults to watch and understand and still laugh.
Yeah,
in like a good way.
Big one.
But my second to final point is just I'm sad the mayor didn't fucking just die, or I put get his just desserts. Pardon the pun, but. Hey, fucking food puns.
It's a food joke. People.
And then I put the weather is fine song is fucking fire. The song that plays in the credits. And that's it. That's literally me for Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I was content with that. I got nothing further to say. I liked it. Nostalgia didn't hold this film up. I enjoyed it. Because I had a look at some reviews and shit. And there's like a weird distinct like people like kind of love it, and then there's just people that are just like, this is fucking trash. And I was like, what? A film
I've noticed that with a lot of older films though. Same with Cat in the Hat. There's like a very distinct line of I noticed that I think it was a year ago when I was talking to one of my slightly older friends. He's 4 or 5 years older than me. He hated it, and everybody around his age apparently also hated it, but then everybody kind of my age and younger kind of felt like it was quite funny at the time.
I haven't seen Cat in the Hat in a fucking long ass time. Like,
but I think that was probably just like a Mike Myers kind of. He doesn't like him as a person, so I guess that kind of stems from.
I honestly can't remember much of the Cat in the Hat. To be fair, I remember watching it in primary school. I don't think I ever watched it in secondary school.
I remember it being one of my favorite movies as a kid.
Damn,
I genuinely watched it that many times. Well, it was so funny to me.
You've heard it here, folks. You know what film we're doing next for Retrospective? Yeah, it's Cat in the Hat. And I can't wait to sit here and have Jake just be like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, yeah, but like it's going to ruin it so much because I know it's bad. Like, I know it is.
It's not like a Spy Kids film where it's just good. But that's good. That's what we want on Retrospective. Yeah. We want films that... we want to know what shit doesn't hold up. And if it's Cat in the Hat, so be it. Maybe we'll have a cat month one day and we'll just... Cats and dogs, and we'll just do cats and dogs. I loved cats and dogs when I was younger. Didn't particularly like. I think number 2 was like the Pussy Galore or Kitty Galore or whatever the fuck it was. Play on the James Bond thing, but I have cats and dogs downstairs. Do fucking Garfield as well.
Oh,
whole ass cat.
Oh, what was that? There was the live action kind of golden retriever pets that like they played like basketball. They went to space or something.
Oh,
do you remember
Air
that?
Buddies.
Air Buddies or something like that.
Buddies franchise.
We should watch those as well.
Yeah, they were some fucking cool films. They were just like fine and simple to watch. I liked them. Like I don't need to. When I watch like kids films, I don't expect to just be watching like crazy ass complicated films. Yeah, I just want to watch a kids film and just have some fun. The tropes are going to be and themes are going to be the same. It doesn't. It don't fucking matter. But that's what Retrospective's for. We're going to sit there and be real analytical about it, and we'll find out what we don't like. Be like, oh, look, it's the fucking... this trope again for the 50 billionth time. What a fucking shit film. But, no, I'm happy. I like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, so I'm all happy. How about you, Jake?
Yep. I'm very happy with it. As you said earlier, nostalgia definitely doesn't hold this one up for me. I think it's still a phenomenal film. I would happily watch it again soon.
Easy. 10 out of 10. Well, not actually 10 out of 10 probably, but it's a good film. Good film. Well, if you've managed to make it this far into this 44-minute video somehow, where did the fucking 44 minutes go?
That was 44 minutes come. All right.
Okay. Yeah, tell us what you think of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, or don't, as no one really seems to get to this part in a film or in my videos, but that's fine. I appreciate if you've watched it. Don't forget to like, that got really depressing randomly. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, all that good stuff. And tune in for the next video. And Jake will make an appearance at some other point. Who knows?
Yeah, I'll be around. Don't worry.
Take care now. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Hey, thank you for watching the video. Click the button to keep watching, or click the other video for more videos, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you!